everyone, so I thought I would do a little get ready with me. It's been some time. I usually do these when I do my Shop My Stash, but I thought that I would, you know, I kind of wanted to just sit down and talk to you for a little bit because I've been going through a lot of things in my mind this month, and I wanted to share them with you. I also want to use a bunch of makeup that I haven't been using or that I've never used. There's actually not that many that I have never used. It's just makeup pretty much that I'm not necessarily neglecting, but I just haven't used in a while, so I figured let's just not look at my Shop My Stash, let's not look at my project pan items, let's use everything else that I fancy and have a little sit down and talk and everything like that. So first of all, I'm just going to go into this Essence Hello Good Stuff Happy Bliss face spray and just spritz my face. Alright, so that should be, that should have got me ready, woken me up a little bit. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well this month. I feel like I've been really up and down this month. Yeah, it's been like a whole month. It's been basically a whole month since my parents came and then left. So it's been a month since they left, and I'm not gonna lie, like when they left, I went in like such a slump. I'm gonna go into my Charlotte Tilbury because I haven't used this in a while. So I went in such a slump when they left. I was so miserable, so depressed. And, you know, I got back to work and I just got back to filming and I just didn't want to do it. I have to admit, like after I was working and after we had like dinner and stuff for a good like week or so, maybe even longer, straight after that I just went to bed and I laid in bed all day, like all night I mean, and just felt miserable, and I felt really tired and not actually well either. I just felt like all the energy in my life had been drained, and I thought it was just okay, it's because we had people in the house, so maybe my energy depleted and I just need to wait for it to come up. And maybe some of it was that because I am an introvert, but obviously they're my parents, so it doesn't really, you know, it's not like they were strangers that came to visit us and I had to like put on a show. They know what I'm like, you know, they know when I'm miserable Gabby, they know when I'm depressed Gabby, they know when I'm happy Gabby, they know all sorts of Gabby because they know me, right? So I didn't think, okay, this is a bit strange, like why am I so tired? Look at how glowy this is. This is extremely glowy. Extremely glowy. What have I got? I'm gonna go in with, I did not pick a foundation. It's the one thing I did not pick. Wait, I lie. I was looking right at it when I said it. I'm gonna go in with this NYX Bear With Me. I want to say this is one of my favorite foundations that I have. I do feel like it's been some time since I've used it though, so I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna work right now. It might be a little bit too light for me, but everything is too light, so we'll just have to go with it. So yeah, I was just so tired. I had no energy for myself, my partner, my son, my dog, like no energy for anything. And I was kind of like thinking, well, this is lasting longer than I expected. Like after like after 4 or 5 days, I was thinking this is a bit strange. So I decided to go online, as you do, and you start Googling things. And I was starting to think, well, maybe, hang on a minute, maybe I'm iron deficient, because when you're iron deficient, you literally have no energy and you get a bunch of migraines and whatnot. And I was getting loads of migraines or like just having a terrible headache, and I just wasn't understanding what was going on with me. And it's not the first time that I've needed iron, you know, and take iron supplements. So I thought, okay, great. So I went on Amazon and I bought myself some gummies. I actually have them right here. I bought 2 packs of these. These are the iron gummies, natural peach flavor from Weight World. I don't know. I just got whatever made sense. This is a 2-month supply right here, and I have another one. So I basically have a 4-month supply of these gummies. They really don't taste very nice. I mean, when you first have them, they taste quite nice. And then there's like this horrible metallic taste, which is not pleasant. So as soon as I take them, I just take a swig of water and I just gulp tons of water to try and get that taste out of my mouth. But yeah, I've been taking that for a good maybe 3 weeks now, and I actually have been feeling better. I do think that it was that I was iron deficient, and I was trying to go see the doctor, but as soon as we called to go like make an appointment at our local doctor, they told us that she went on holiday. And you know, there's no one else, and I didn't want to go, and that was like the free healthcare. I didn't want to go and pay to go see a doctor for something that seemed a little bit unnecessary at the time, and I'm still fine. I mean, I think that was a good decision. So we're like, fine, let's wait until she's back, and she's back next week. So I actually have an appointment to go see her next week. So yeah, in the meantime, I've just been taking those. At the same time, I've also been taking this hair vitamin, which I got from Amazon DE, which is Germany. So that's why it's in German. But it's got keratin, biotin, zinc, and selin. I'm not sure what the selin was, because my hair was getting really thin as well, and I just felt like I needed some enrichment with my hair and everything like that. So it's not the first time I've taken like something for my hair, but this is the first time that I've been consistent with it, and I do feel like there's been a difference at least the last couple weeks. Like at first it takes a bit of time, and I feel like the last couple of weeks I definitely have felt my hair get a little bit thicker. It seems a little bit healthier, so that's good, because I was getting really like depressed about how my hair was doing, because my hair is very dry and it's getting like thinner on top, and I was just thinking like, what can I do to improve all that and stuff. So that's one of the things that I've been kind of stressed about and dealing with the last month, I would say. I'm gonna go into my Candid from Revlon. This one I haven't used in a really long time, so I think it's okay. From what I remember, it's pretty thick though. So yeah, I would say definitely a couple weeks ago I was really struggling. I know when I posted my Panos eyeshadows, you can really see it in the video. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see. That was like the week that I was like full on like meltdown mode. I was like down in the dumps and I was really struggling. Anyway, so I was really struggling that week when I posted it, and yeah, it's only been like a week and a half maybe since I've been feeling a little bit better. And I don't know if it's to do with the pills or it's just one of those uphill battles, you know, you feel bad and then you feel good and then you feel bad. So I don't know, I think just mentally it's not been the best month for me, even though the last week has. So I'm good, I'm like happy about that and stuff, and I'm feeling more relaxed about the things that I post on this channel. I know that sounds a bit strange, but I'm not really caring. I'm like caring less about what people think of me. I'm just trying to be myself, and I don't really, you know, I can't, and I'm just feeling a little bit looser with, I don't know, how I am in videos. I don't know. And I'm also putting the teeniest bit more effort in my editing, which is not a lot. But I was thinking, like, why am I doing this? If I don't even enjoy the videos that I'm posting, how can I expect someone else to enjoy it? So I've been trying to make them a little bit more interesting. I did my new intro, which is not very interesting as it is, but I'm like trying to push myself to get a little bit more adventurous with my editing. It's still not there. It's still, you know, I'm still like learning on the go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna go into my Sosu Jackson Stip Bronzer. This one's probably a little light, although it's quite cool tone, actually. It's pretty good. And so yeah, I've just been really down in the dumps aside from the last couple of weeks. And one of the things that has kind of brought me up, because I was thinking, like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Like, literally, what am I doing? And that's a dangerous thing to think about, really, because when you like stop and think and start questioning things like that, it kind of spirals you out of control. And I don't know if you watched the documentary from Arnold Schwarzenegger on Netflix, but one of the quotes he said was, you know, because he was talking about his brother passing away, and you know, one of the things that he said that was really motivating in a way when you start thinking about it is he doesn't let himself get depressed. He doesn't let himself get to that stage because he keeps busy. He doesn't allow himself to not be busy, because then that's when you kind of sit around and you start questioning things. You lose track of life in general, and you know, he doesn't sink into that state of mind, which is so inspiring, because I do. I do. I sink in that state of mind and I'm like, just like, what am I doing with my life? Like constantly I have like a crisis. I would say 3 or 4 times a year, maybe actually more than that. Maybe probably more than that. And I'm just thinking, what am I doing with my life? This is not what I wanted. Like, this is not where I wanted to be. And so it's like one of those things where you have to start questioning, like, what are you doing? Start doing that. It is dangerous. But I think his point was just continue to be busy, continue working on your hobbies, continue working on yourself, and don't allow yourself to surrender to those thoughts. And so, you know, I think I mentioned to my brother I was feeling a bit low a couple weeks ago, and he said, well, have you seen that documentary? And I was like, yeah, I saw it. And he was like, well, you remember the quote he said? Because we have a thing where since we were children, we have loved ARNIE. Like we're ARNIE fans. Like we're stans for ARNIE, right? And Terminator 2 is my favorite movie since the age of 2. And I know that's a weird thing to say, but it just is. Like he is someone that me and my brother have always had this like we've bonded over like funny little ARNIE memes and things like that. And it's just been an inside sort of joke for us. And we actually did a fan page for ARNIE at one point. It was really funny. So anyway, like him bringing that up makes complete sense because, you know, it is part of something that we grew up as children. And so when he reminded me of that quote, I was like, yeah, I saw that. And he was like, well, you know what he said? And it just like struck me so hard. I was like, wow, you're right. He did say that. So I've been kind of like thinking, like, what does that mean for me? I'm gonna go into this. Before I go into my story, like, I want to go into this. This is the So Dewy Duochrome Face Gloss from Colourpop. And I did in my makeup inventory, I said, like, I don't really use this. I've never used this before. I don't even know what I classify this as. It's just a goopy mess. And it's like an icy purple. I'm gonna put this on my cheeks and just see what it does. So anyway, I've been kind of in like a life crisis. See, that does nothing. Like, what is that? That does nothing. I've started to think about like other things that interest me and ways to improve, I guess, my mental health, because that's ultimately what this boils down to. I want to be happier. And this whole year I've been saying I want to work on myself, and you know, I feel like I have to an extent, but I feel as though maybe because it's mid-year, I've like got to the point where I'm like, okay, mid-year, what have I actually done? And have I improved myself? Have I improved my way of thinking on life and things like that? And I think ultimately in some ways I have, and in other ways I haven't. I'm still like the same person I was 7 months ago, right? So I started to like look at other things that could enrich my mind, enrich my life and my hobbies and things like that. And it might come as no surprise because I did actually post it on my community maybe like a month ago or a few weeks ago. I was like, I've fallen down the rabbit hole of BookTube and things like that. And I have been like watching so much content from these booktubers, like immense amount of content. I have completely neglected a lot of videos that I was supposed to watch, like makeup related and things like that, and I still watch them. But I think what has ultimately inspired me, because I stumbled on this one girl, which her name is Sarah without an H, and she is delightful, she's funny, she's kooky, and she's also close to my age, so I thought, okay, that's cool. And I like the way that I just like fell into her content, and I watched like all her videos, and then I started watching everyone else's videos, and I am so like envious of them jumping into all these stories. I'm talking too much, I need to do my makeup. So I was just getting so envious of them talking about all of these amazing stories, and I wasn't involved in it. I'm gonna go in with my Mint to Be, but this is not the Mint to Be, it's this one, because I really want to work with these 2 shades today. I think this would be a lot of fun. So I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just gonna start dolloping it on my face, and then we'll see where it goes. So anyway, I started consuming all that content and getting really jealous, and I'm like, I want to dive into all these books, because when I was younger, I loved reading. It definitely was a pastime of mine, and then I think, I don't know, I guess when I got into adulthood, I would only read on vacation. I would only read those silly little summer books when you go on vacation, and I just did not read throughout the year. I did not, and I really regret that, because I truly think it enriches your mind. So what I've done is I went ahead and I bought a load of books. And I don't know at this point in my life what kind of genre I like. I used to love reading romance books and thrillers and fantasy and all that nonsense when I was younger. But I don't know what interests me. So I have bought a bunch of books, all different genres. I've also bought 3 books where I had already read them when I was younger and I really loved them, and because I wanted to reread them and see if I still like them. So everything else is new apart from those 3 books, and I have started reading, and I feel really like inspired about it. I don't know what it is. I feel really happy about it, and it sounds so stupid to say in a way, but I don't know. I've just been like going to bed, watching a little bit of YouTube, because I cannot not watch it. And then I have been opening up my book and reading my books. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been so nice. And I feel honestly so much better for it. And it took me a bit of time to fall back into it. So what I've decided to do, because I have all the free time in the world apparently, which I do not, so I don't know. I think this is going to stress me out beyond belief, but I'm hoping that is for the better good. I have already done a new channel, and I don't know what to call it. So it's like basically gonna be books and vlogs, and I might call it Gabby's Books and Vlogs, right? Or I was gonna call it Gabby's Book Nook. I basically just want to do it for all the books that I'm reading, and I also want to just kind of like immerse myself in that world. And the reason I'm not posting it on here is because I just figured it kind of clashes with beauty, right? I don't know. I mean, you let me know, but I don't think that I can start posting that type of content on this channel. For one thing, YouTube won't like it. They will not know who should watch my channel, and it will get really confusing in the algorithm. So that's one reason why I'm not doing it on this channel. Another reason is I just don't want to post content that people don't like, and I kind of want to reserve this for the makeup, because I still like doing my makeup. But you know what? I just want to be more relaxed with what I'm doing with my makeup. I am not going to force myself to do these crazy things, which I don't do anyway, but if I don't upload one day and I'm supposed to upload that day, I don't really care. And I think in a way I've like kind of started thinking that way the last couple weeks, and I've actually been doing more. So in a way it's made me feel more relaxed with what I'm putting out, and I don't feel the pressure anymore. So I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and I'm also starting a new channel. So if you want to go watch me on my other channel, where I'm going to be posting, you know, videos about like, I'm gonna see how I do with the booktube. I might not do all the books, but I'm gonna try to. I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially since I've started reading again. I just think it makes sense for me to immerse myself into that world a little bit, see how it is, dip my toes in it, and if I don't continue, I don't continue. But I also want to be posting like more vlogs on there and stuff like that, because I like to post vlogs here and there, but I don't feel like there's a place for them on this channel, because this channel is more beauty and panning related, whereas it's nice to see me outside of that, but I'm sure most people don't care. So I will have the link down in my description if you want to follow me there. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on posting on this channel as I do. I don't think that any of my content on here is going to go down at all, because I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now, and as I said, I'm just going to post when I want to, but I feel like it's still going to be as frequent as possible. I'm actually going into a different palette. This is the Orangey Glad, but again, my version. I'm going to go into this glitter. I just put some glitter glue on. I've been trying to get into a little bit more like glittery looks, and I've been really enjoying them. So that would be a lot of fun if I see some of you over there. Obviously, if you already watch that type of content, I would love for you to, you know, join me over there. But yeah, I'm starting from scratch. I'm starting over. And I just hit, like, I've been doing this for 3 years and I'm just starting over again on another channel. Like, why am I doing that? But again, I feel like it's more about, I think ultimately it's more about what makes me happy at this point, and I feel like it's going to make me happier by doing something a little bit different with my life. This is so sticky. I don't like this. I don't know why people like this. Maybe they don't like it, but I don't like it. I am going to put some blush on. I picked up this one. This is the Phaze Zero blush in Making Moves. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm going to use that. I'm just going to put it on top of that. I mean, maybe it'll be a nice, like, maybe it is a nice primer for my blush. Maybe it won't ever come off now because I put it on top of there. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I want to broaden my horizon, and I want to do things that make me happy. And if that means like I want to adopt a new hobby, then I'm going to do that. And you know, I might decide that it's not for me, but it's not going to cost me anything other than additional time. So if I dedicate a little bit more time in my day to do a little bit more, and if I'm already like starting to read a little bit more, then that's all that matters to me. So I'm going to go into my Nabla Skin Glazing Ozone. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this look. I don't feel as though it has gone the way I was expecting it to go. I'm feeling like my eyes are a little bit too dark, but at the same time not enough. I feel like I need to darken up over here and then lighten up over here, and then I'll be happy. So let's see what I can do about that. I'm also getting hot because I turned the fan off. Okay, this one's too dark. I'm gonna just powder my face because I'm getting a little shiny. I just realized I was gonna go into this NYX glitter that I've never used and I completely forgot. Maybe I'll do that. I'll still do that because this definitely overtook the look. Let me just see what this is like. It's not really adding anything. It would have been better if I had put it on without this other one. This other one is just completely overpowering everything. Okay, now I'm going to go into my Sweet Talk. There's a Super Shock in here. I'm going to put that in my inner. And then hopefully that's going to be all I do, because that's an awful lot that I've done already. So yeah, aside from that, I feel like everything is good in terms of my job. And I also got in a slump because for a moment there, it was unsure if my brother was going to come visit us with his whole family. And I haven't seen my niece and nephew, and I haven't even, like, in a long time, and my new nephew that I haven't seen. So he's got, like, there's so many people I haven't seen, and I really wanted him to come visit. So that really depressed me as well. But then it kind of changed, and it looks like they will come visit soon, so that is exciting. I'm going to go into this Hocus Pocus 2 mascara from what I know it is purple, and it's called Butcherson. Yes, it is purple. I'm going to go in with this. This is going to be fun. I spoke about this as well in my makeup inventory video, that I wasn't sure if I would use it, but now I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to test it out. I'm not really seeing any purple, if I'm being honest. I don't notice it. I think the purple is too dark, actually. They should have done like a slightly lighter purple, because I cannot tell that there's purple. And I can't even, like, is it doing anything? It's not even doing anything to my lashes. Wow, this is not going anywhere. There's like nothing here. This is so dry. I might have to get rid of this. This is really, really dry. And I never even opened it, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be keeping this because I don't see anything. Let me know if you've been struggling and what other things you've been doing. I mean, really all I want to do is make myself happier and enrich my life, and if that means getting a little bit more busy and reading more, then I'm all for it. I mean, I want to read and I want to see if this helps me with my mental health. So that's my main focus here, and obviously filming videos for that will be a bonus. But since I'm starting from scratch, it's not gonna like be that interesting at the same time. I think I need to put some more bronzer on. I have the Nabla bronzer here. This is the shade Dune. I was also thinking like maybe this is like summer, because like a seasonal slump. But I don't know. I mean, it could be all related. It could be that, the fact that my parents left, and then a combination of things, me being an introvert and having all my energy depleted, and then just not really knowing what I'm doing with my life. And on top of that, I don't know, being grumpy that it's summer, but why would I be grumpy that it's summer? So I know some people do get sad during the summer. So I have heard it's a thing. All right, so this is the Rimmel London Candy shade. I haven't used this in a while, and since we're doing makeup that I haven't used in a while, let's just go in at this. This is an icy color. It's kind of a juxtaposition because I have my summer glow, but then I've got a cool tone eyes and cool tone lips, which I'm not sure about having done it like that. But I don't know, I think it's kind of fun. Maybe I'll go in with a lip liner. This is the NYX Line Loud lip liner in the shade Trophy Life. I like this one. I need to sharpen it. Alright, so that is my look. I'm not sure about it, if I'm all that honest. I do like how glittery it is though. And yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that. I mean, it's a strange look. It is a strange look for winter, I was going to say. This is a perfect look for winter, but I don't know. because I opened this palette up the other day and I was like, oh, that looks really fun. So I just went in with it and I enjoyed it. And the the glitter shade, as I said, is one that I have in here, which I think is from the Lilac You A Lot palette. I think that's from that one, which I can't remember the name. It's on the back of here, but I'm not going to take that out. So yeah, this was all Colourpop. Nice and fun. Definitely that mascara needs to go because it's terrible and didn't do anything with my eyes. No point. And even like the color, it didn't even show up. So I'm going to be getting rid of that mascara. So I just did my makeup inventory and I'm like, oh well, I'll get rid of another mascara. That's fine. I will just end up decluttering it on the side and talk about it in my beauty bank video. But yeah, that is everything that I wanted to kind of discuss today. And more just like how I've been feeling in the last month and where I want to go in the future. So I'm excited about, you know, doing a second channel, but I'm more excited about just getting involved in reading. I think it's going to be good for my mental health. I think it's going to be good for me to, and I think it already has, because I've already read 4 books so far, and I tried to read a 5th one, but I couldn't get into it. Because I also am trying to listen to audiobooks as well, but I can't get into those. I've read 1 in total, and it was really hard to like get through. I really like physical books in front of me, and the second one I couldn't get through. So the other 3 books that I read were physical books, and yeah, so I'm excited to read more. And I know that sounds boring and stuff, maybe for some people, but I don't think it is, because honestly, it takes you to a whole new world and fantasies and whatever else you couldn't possibly think of, but the author has thought of it. And I do get transported into stories and characters and things like that. And if it brings me joy, then that's all I care about. So yeah, I think I'm at the point where, you know, I enjoy doing makeup and everything like that, but it's not bringing me as much joy doing this, or like buying makeup doesn't really bring me any joy at the moment. So I don't, you know, I'm quite happy to pan my makeup and talk about it and do little pretty looks and everything like that, but that is not like who I am. You know, I am more than just that. So I wanted this second channel to be a way to have me there without me having to talk about makeup all the time. Because I do think that there are things in life that are bigger than that, and obviously, and they're both going to be hobbies as they are, but yeah, I just wanted to express my inner thoughts on that. This necklace always gets tangled. I'm gonna have to untangle it now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I don't know how much I'm gonna leave it into this video or whatever else, but yeah, I just want to get ready with me and use some makeup that I haven't used in a while. And yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Should I even like keep it? It's like a good base for, I mean, did it do anything? I don't know if it did anything because I already had the Charlotte Tilbury glowy thing. So I think this is probably for people who don't wear makeup and have beautiful skin and just want to have a glowy, sticky face. Is that it? Because that's not me. I don't have nice skin, so I need to have makeup on, and yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for me, but I'll keep it, but I might not keep it forever. Anyway, that is enough. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. I would really love for anyone who watches me and enjoys my videos to let me know, because I do feel down sometimes and your comments always make me feel better, and I think only the rare occasion have I got some nasty comments. Most of my comments are really lovely and from people who have consistently watched my videos, because I recognize all of your faces and it's really nice to have that continue. So yeah, if you are somebody who watches my videos and doesn't comment, feel free to say hello. I would love to say hello back, and thank you so much, and hopefully everyone's doing well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.